So yesterday I did a reaction video to disturbing doorbell camera footage, and it kind of got me back into the rabbit hole of the weird shit caught on camera that you kind of see on YouTube. So I wanted to do something similar. I stayed up till 5 a.m. last night watching creepy ass camping encounters or forest encounters caught on camera. So this one is going to be from a channel called CreepyTales. I'll put a link in the description. Check them out. I haven't seen this video yet. I wanted to watch it with you guys and see how it is. But these are creepy. So let's get into it.
Daring Wood, also known as the Screaming Wood, holds the world record for being the most haunted place in the UK. And a solo camper from the famous YouTube channel, Camper Vibes, is about to experience why. She headed into Daring Wood seeking solitude and a peaceful escape from her busy life. As she arrived, she set up her camp, noting the dense silence that enveloped the woodland. Normally unfazed by camping alone, this time she felt a subtle chill.
Camping by yourself, especially after watching these videos, is so sketchy. I don't know if I'll ever be able to camp by myself after watching these.
Of unease she couldn't quite shake. As darkness fell, Jane began to explore her surroundings. At first, she heard distant, almost inaudible whispers carried by the wind, but dismissed them as trick.
Like, how creepy is that? It's not just animals. Like, the animals are one thing. You expect that. But from what I've seen watching these videos, there's creepy homeless people roaming around out there, or just weirdos. They may not be homeless. Either way, weird-ass people out there in the middle of the night while camping. If you're going out there by yourself, protect yourself. At least bring a knife. This shit is sketchy.
Of her imagination. After dinner, Jane settled in for the night. But at 2 a.m. is when things start to take a horrific turn, when she starts hearing unexplainable noises, which she is scared to think might be footsteps.
It sounds like footsteps, for sure. That has to be. That has to be. I don't know what else it would be. And it sounds too consistent to be like animal footsteps. Animal, from what I've seen, they're kind of all over the place. These sound like human.
And after this encounter sometime later, she is convinced there is more than one person outside her tent, which sends shivers down her
That's the worst. I can't even imagine.
spine, as you can see.
What the fuck was that? I don't want to turn the light on because I'm pretty convinced there's been a person or persons. What the fuck? I've never wanted the morning to come as much as I do right now.
Because there was definitely something that woke up the sleeping crows as visible.
You're like, okay, maybe it's going to end. Maybe she's good. And then boom, chills 3:50 a.m. You know some shit is going to keep happening. It's like never ending. Imagine having to sleep through this. I would not sleep. The second I heard footsteps, I'm not falling asleep. I don't think I could. Especially if you think there's multiple people around and you have no idea what their intentions are. What good things could they be doing at 1 in the morning standing outside your camp? They're not making their presence known. They're not like, hey, this is the police. We want to check on you. Whatever. It's something weird. It's got to be.
Finally, as dawn approached, Jane emerged from the forest, breathless and trembling. She reached her car, the safety of the modern world a stark contrast to the horrors she had just experienced. YouTube adventurer Matt Field, the face behind the popular channel Field Days, with 1.6 million followers, recently took on a challenge that pushed his courage and his audience's nerves to the limit as he ventured into a location steeped in a remote cave reputed to be haunted. The adventure begins with Matt setting out for a 24-hour...
These guys who go into the caves are nuts. That's too much. I mean, if camping by yourself is freaky, this is another level. This is, you're insane. You don't give a shit about life. You're just going for it. Like, I watch these videos, and seriously, I'm like, these guys have balls of steel. I could never do this, ever.
Solo camping challenge. This particular cave, whispered about in local lore and among Matt's friends, is said to have an unsettling presence. Almost immediately upon entering, Matt reports a sensation of being watched, hearing very strange sounds.
Alright, so a fair bit of time has passed. We're still sitting here. Two extremely weird noises I've heard now. One, I swear to God it was the ladder that I come into the cave on. It was swinging. Now, I think I'm just tripping balls, but I swear to God it was the ladder swinging. And second thing is just that weird sound I heard again. It's just a very strange noise, but can't really put my finger on what it is. I don't think it's bats. I don't know what it is. But anyway, it is about 11 o'clock at night right now, and we are going to dig into the baked beans.
As Matt settles in for the night, feasting on a can of baked beans, the creepiness intensifies when suddenly he hears an inexplicable sound that sends chills down his spine.
In a haunted cave.
Solid dinner, though. She looks good.
Oh my f***ing God. That was the sound. Oh my f***ing God.
That has to be the chain. It sounds like, I mean, it doesn't sound like an animal, that's for sure.
That was the sound. That is the sound. Did you hear that? Look at my arms. I got full goosebumps.
As the night progresses, watch how things get very obviously worse with the doubt, as he hears even more disturbing noises which can't be explained by the wind.
I really hope you guys heard that chain move just then. It is 100% now. I heard it before. I'm 100% certain it's the chain that I walked in, that you climbed down into this cave on. It's moving. Now, you can't move that chain with wind. It's way too heavy. There is no wind coming in here. There's no wind even Holy shit.
That's the chain. That is so creepy.
Oh my fucking God.
I mean, that sounds like somebody's coming down in there. I mean, again, what do you do? What do you do in that situation? Some of these I watch and it's like, there's nothing you can do. You know, it's like, I watched one where this guy was camping out in the middle of nowhere. He wakes up in the middle of the night. He hears footsteps. Now, all of a sudden, there's two guys. It ended up being two at the end because you could see him. But before he's in the tent, you don't really know. But somebody collapses the tent on him. And then he finally gets out. He's like, I'm done. Scared shitless. Starts leaving. And I guess there's two guys standing over there. He can see them with his light. And then I guess he was like, I can smell you smoking your cigarette. So they're standing over there watching him while smoking a cigarette. And they like collapse the tent in on him. Like, who is out there doing this stuff? You know, it's weird.
You must have heard that just then. Look at my arms, dude. Oh, this is fucked.
That is without a doubt something. I mean, could that be an animal wiggling the chain like that? I mean, it could be. But what kind of animal would be trying to go down into the cave? I mean, I don't know. If it's so heavy the wind doesn't move it, it's got to be like a bigger animal. So it's like, what is it, you know?
That's not normal, dude. Well, I'm freaking out.
He barely ate the beans. Gotta finish them. Gotta get your strength to fight these ghosts. Or weirdos, whatever way.
Despite the mounting fear and chilling encounters, Matt decides to stay the night after briefly contemplating an early exit. He endures the unnerving sounds and
I don't know. I don't know if I could do that. After you hear that and you're pretty sure somebody else is there with you, or at least something weird is happening, you gotta go. Once you feel the bad vibes, you're out there by yourself, and you start getting weird feelings, bail out. If you don't feel safe, trust your gut, get out. He has balls of steel. He's nuts. Good on him, though. I mean, like I said, I could never.
until dawn, and as you can see, he is visibly shaken.
I just heard a sound. It's not normal. It's definitely not a normal sound, and I'm scared shitless. I'm not gonna lie.
I don't know. I feel like if somebody else is down there, you probably shouldn't be like, I'm scared shitless. Like, you should be like trying to, you know, stay cool, calm, collected. If it's somebody down there, you don't want them to know you're freaked the fuck out. So, you know, you see a lot of them where they try and call out, they're like, hello, who's there? I feel like that's the way to go, even though you're probably not going to get a response. But I would not, you know, I mean, if you're like showing weakness to a stranger at 1 a.m. in the middle of nowhere, in the middle of a cave, like, what is this person's intentions? You know what I mean? You can't do it. You gotta stay strong.
Sound. It was not normal. It's probably about 2.5 hours after I checked in with you guys, so it would be around 2 o'clock, 1 o'clock in the morning. All right, good.
All right, I had to pause. I do this in the living room, and I do it, you know, before I go to work, and also when my roommate's going to work. So he has to come out and go to work, so that's all.
Bloody morning to ya. It is the morning. We have spent the whole
I can't believe he stayed after that.
entire night in this cave. Some of the most craziest, most busted ass sounds I've heard in my life were...
He is gonna sleep like a baby once he gets back to his bed after that shit.
happening last night. Like, I'm talking sounds that give me chills, dude. Like, I'm proper chills. I'm here, I'm still alive, I haven't been murdered, I haven't been taken by a ghost or a spirit. So that's a bloody good thing. The sun has just come up. I have actually been sleeping here on this rock.
So, could this cave truly be haunted? Matt's experience seems to suggest there might be truth to the legends. Phil, the host of the YouTube channel Hike Slam, is known for his adventurous hikes across Virginia. On the day before Thanksgiving in 2021, Phil embarked on an overnight hike and camping trip along a section of the Appalachian Trail near his home. What started as a routine adventure quickly turned horrifying. About half an hour into his hike, take a look upon the pile of garbage he found.
So some Bud Light cans, plastic bat, some writing on some of this garbage. This one.
I feel like if you're out here writing all over your garbage, like writing poems or song lyrics or something, I mean, you've been out there for a while. You're not talking to people. You haven't talked to anyone from civilization in a long time. This is how you talk. You write shit all over the trash that you have. And, I mean, I don't know. I guess it's like journaling. I mean, what do you do if you don't have anybody to talk to for months and months on end, you know?
Hangman is coming down from the gallows. Song lyrics. Other weird things. Oh, hopefully I don't get murdered out here. That would totally ruin my day. Well, let's keep going.
Oddly, it was covered in cryptic writing. While strange, it wasn't enough to deter him from continuing, and he joked about hoping not to get murdered. However, as he progressed further along the trail, he encountered more of these rambling notes.
I saw something on the blind and I was like, what what the hell is that? And at first I was like, like, it looks like maybe it's like a leaf or something. I mean, I have no idea. And then I realized it's a ladybug, so I was letting him outside, letting him fly away to freedom before my cat kills him.
And this time, they were accompanied by a dead duck, adding a disturbing twist to the situation. What was even more odd was how neatly the notes were placed between rocks.
The weirdness continues.
I was a hiker that hiked alone. Not a good start.
What the hell?
Fed illusions. I wonder what that is. That a poop bag? It's a dog poop bag? This has to be fresh. I mean, it's not soaking wet. It's a piece of poop.
Dead duck here.
The guy catches a duck and snaps its neck. Yeah, this is good signs for your camping trip by yourself.
A very long note. And it looks like it was just put here because it's not wet. That duck is fairly recently killed. Alright. Kind of creepy.
Concerned by the bizarre discoveries, Phil decided to change his plans. Instead of camping at his original spot, he opted to hike 2 miles in the opposite direction to a shelter. Despite his efforts to find a safe place, the unsettling presence seemed to follow him. Watch what happens later at night.
I'm gonna check out the shelter log here. I hang out by the fire. Almost every shelter on the Appalachian Trail has a shelter log where people write in their trail names and what's going on. They can write whatever they want in there. So it's kind of cool tradition here. So let's see what this one says. Little engine, back section. Hiking again finally. Great day on the AT. This was in August. Huh. Someone left some PBRs here, I guess. It's nice and little trail magic. Ah, some comics and writing and stuff. Alright, let's see what's happened recently.
Magic Mike.
Holy crap. Wait a second. Hold on, I'm adjust the camera here. This writing looks almost exactly like the writing that was on...
It's gotta be the same nutcase. I mean, look how much he wrote. You see everybody's like little paragraph and drawing, and this guy has 3 full pages written. I mean, he's writing all over bottles. He's writing all over trash. I mean, this guy is like, anything's his journal. He'll take the whole shelter log and fill it up with his bullshit.
That garbage a couple of miles from here. Let's see if this makes any sense. Sorry if the lighting's bad. I'm just gonna see what it says. Cleaned the outhouse. Picked up trash. Collected wood for others. See Charlie Daniels' Simple Man lyrics, which I used in 2013 Facebook post, and note the rope I found with the silicone sealant can 2 miles south of that. I left it on a stump. In 2018, while I was incarcerated at the Okaloosa County Jail. What the heck? In solitary confinement, I figured the following out. Refer to Isaiah 28:15 through 9. Here in early 2017, Trump, Nebo, allowed Obama to have the special use of the Air Force One for a trip to Palm Springs. This is the same ramblings from the guy that was
so weird. So weird.
On the other side of the river. That's kind of scary.
Understandably disturbed, Phil struggled to fall asleep that night. He was still half awake when he heard footsteps approach.
This one hasn't been so creepy yet where I would be like, I'm going home. You know, like The trash and everything and the dead duck was really fucking weird. But he went 2 miles in the opposite direction to a shelter. And, you know, at this point, then you see the book, and you're like, I mean, it's weird, but I'm going to push through. This one's not too crazy yet. So I feel like I would probably stay. A lot of these other ones, though, like the cave one, there's no way in hell I'm staying in that cave.
The shelter. His heart raced as the sound grew closer, knowing that someone or something was nearby. So rationally, he made the smart decision to go back to his truck and leave. Will's whereabouts is a beloved travel.
Doesn't even show you don't even hear the guy walking around or anything. I wonder if he filmed it or what.
And camping YouTube channel based in the UK, where the host, Will, takes viewers along on his journeys through the countryside, sharing valuable tips and tricks for camping and exploring the great outdoors. However, in one particularly scary episode, Will encounters something that leaves him and his audience with chills. In this episode, Will sets up camp in Box Hill, an ancient and densely wooded area southwest of London. As night falls, Will settles into a sleeping bag, ready to get some rest after a long day of exploration. However, his plans for a quiet night are abruptly interrupted. In the dead of night, he is awakened by a disturbing noise.
At first, I thought it was like somebody crying, like somebody's getting tortured out in the woods. That sounds like chanting or some sort of weird ritual thing. I mean, I don't know. It sounds really weird.
I don't think I'm going to be getting much sleep tonight.
Some of Will's viewers speculate that the sounds could be coming from wildlife, perhaps a fox or another nocturnal animal. However,
it could be. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if it was. But you're out there in the middle of nowhere, middle of the night. You don't know what to believe. You know, your mind's playing tricks on you. You're convinced it's a human, you know.
Will isn't so sure. As the wails persist, Will's viewers are left to wonder what could possibly be happening deep in the woods at this hour. Is it a prank, a distress call, or something far more sinister?
Weird shit. Once again, weird, creepy motherfucker. So, this one was CreepyTales. Here, I will back out for a second so you can see. Because I know you won't. There you go. Now you can see it. CreepyTales. Subscribe. Like. Gotta support the channel, baby. So, if you want to see more reaction content like this, I said in the last video, I'm going to kind of mix it in with my other stuff. So, yeah, I'll still be doing the Park City update. I'm going again tomorrow. So I'll get some more footage. Tomorrow's Thursday, Thanksgiving, but I don't have family out here, and I can't take a ton of days off work, so I'm staying. So I'm just going to go snowboard with my roommate and then go to his grandma's house after. So I will get the footage. Everybody, happy holidays. Enjoy your Thanksgiving, Friendsgiving, whatever you do. Enjoy. Like, subscribe. I will see you later.